Damn, this bitch already on. I didn't even know that. All right, what's popping? This is Dirty Red River Wave on your YouTube. So let me get it down. Well, I'm gonna take you on a time adventure from when I was an employee at Subway through 90. I'm gonna say 90 into 95 through 90, beginning of 98. I think that's right. But it's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, and it might be very boring. But I'm gonna give it the best shot I can give it to you. Okay, this is Subway on Lower Greenville, not Lower Greenville, Greenville and Lovers Lane, 5500. When I was working there. Okay. No, I worked alone there. I probably done work like 10, 11 hours. I get on work. It's a little bit payday. I go over to check cashers. Ready to cash my little check and go play around to a little club. So I run into two young women, not young women, but two women, both pint size. You know, 5 feet, 5'1", 5'2". One a little bit taller than the other one, but they both had the same name. At that time, they called themselves Michelle. Common name, actually. But I went on cash my check. On the way out, the young lady stops me. They give me both of their names. They both go by Michelle. So, coinky dinks. Anyway, so I don't think I had a phone at the time, but I think she gave me her number. I had an apartment, but I didn't have a phone. So, she gave me her number. I believe I had an apartment at that time. I'm gonna just say I had an apartment at that time. But yeah, I think I did. But okay, yeah, I had an apartment, but I think I was on the verge of giving it up because when I working in Subway, I started meeting different people, and they wanted roommates. They were all college students, and they needed another roommate. And I wanted to share a little weight off that rent and electricity. Woo! So I might have decided, I'm not for sure at that time, but I think I still had a place of my own. But long story short, a story short that's supposed to don't be long. However you want to figure it out. But I'll give her a call a week or so later. Let me stop. I'll probably call her sometime that week in between gigs. I was probably working at, if it was the summer of 90, okay, Cowboys had won one in 94. No, they lost in 94. They just lost the playoff game in 94, so they didn't go to the Super Bowl. San Francisco won in 94. But this was it wasn't the summer. It was the next football season. I'm gonna say next football season. And then Miami Sub had just opened up. So I was working at McDonald's. I think I was working night shift at McDonald's. So I was trying to figure out a way how to on night shift at McDonald's. I was a day shift at Subway. I was just working on lunch at Subway. I wasn't vice versa. I might have been working during the day at, I don't recall working too many days at what's the name? But it was either or. I don't know. Subway had just the Miami sub had just opened up, and I wanted to get a job there. Because word on the street was they're gonna have a TV show, a football TV show, because it was the owner was, I think the owner was part owner was Jimmy Johnson. So I was trying to finagle my way into working there and giving up either Subway or McDonald's. I was working in two places at the same time. So or I started working in two places at the same time. Okay, no, I'm ahead of myself. It's bear with me. It's kind of hard to get this correctly, but I believe I was just working at Subway by itself at the time. I was working 6 days a week, about 10 hours a day, I believe. It was something like that. I might have had two jobs. Either way, I was working 10 hours a day. Either I was working one of them at night and one of them in the evening. In the evening. So they will call young lady Michelle in the evening, in between jogging, just to have somebody to talk to. Because people be stressing you out when you're on that counter, boy. Working the counters, boy, doing customer service, doing food, people will stress you out. And you have a kumbaya moment, but you were young. I was young, so I had to deal with it a whole lot better then. But we got to chatting. We talked for a couple of months. But in between those couple of months, she asked me, did I want to do I go clubbing? I said, yeah, but I don't go to regular clubs. I frequent, rainy days. Let's just say I frequent rainy days at that time. Which is a big mistake for me. I hate I got. No, I don't hate. I don't hate anything right now. But the thing was, I called him. We were talking. So I was trying to lay my whoop down, but I started mumbling. I would call mumbling because I'd be tired. I'd be trying to say something real slick, but I wouldn't be saying it clearly, so I'd be something like that. So she thought it would be funny to record me one day. I didn't know she was recording me, but I found out a couple of years later when I heard it on the radio. But I didn't know it was me. So that's when a lot of strange stuff started going on. A couple of people from, I'll say up east, came through Dallas. It was a lot of people come through Subway. A lot of entertainers and people starting record companies. A young man named Todd came through one day. And he knew something I didn't know. So he was discussing me. He telling me he was starting. I can't remember what the name of the label was, but he was discussing me about being an artist. I was trying to let him know, I can't spell, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you. He said, oh, that's cool. But he said the next thing came out of his mouth was, I can write it for you. We can have it wrote for you. And we teach you how to rap it. Like, no. Sounds, I was actually scared to step out on a limb. That's why I'm still in the same spot I'm sitting in right now. Scared to step out on a limb. But I think he was the first person that came. I'm not, if they're kind of vague, so. But as I heard this little mumble conversation on the radio day after day, we listened. Because in the day when I was working in Subway, it would have to be on a pop station because the owner was there. I couldn't turn on K104 until after he left that evening when I had a split shift. If I was working a split shift that day. But it depends on what day of it was of the week. But I would yes. Yeah, it depends on what day it was. But a couple of weeks later, Mr. Young walks in. He orders what did he order today? I want to say chicken, but it might have been a club sandwich. But it was so long ago, I can't really remember what that nigga ordered. But he started discussing me. He was telling me he was starting his own label. It has to do with math and the day after. So it has to do with math and the day after. Math of after. Math. So see, this time I couldn't do all of what I just did. But he was discussing it with me. I'm looking up because I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at my phone right here, but my screen, I got a computer screen behind it. And I'm looking up other stuff. But it was more of a, he would let me know he was starting a label. And he would look for artists. And he asked me would I be interested. Because he said he can write the lyrics. Once again, they tell you they can write your lyrics. They'll teach you how to rap it. And all you gotta do is perform it. Once again, I got issued an olive branch to learn some new skills, and I passed it up again. I don't know why I passed it up, but I passed it up. Because I didn't have much to hold on to in Dallas at the time. I barely had an apartment, barely can afford it. The only thing I would have to do is go in and grab my clothes because I really didn't have no furniture. So, why did I stop? Because I was a functioning lyric. Either I had a brick can in my hand when I got off work. And well, at that time, since I was working fast food, I pretty much smoked at that time. So, that time I did. I might not did it every day, but I had some at the house. I'm pretty sure. At them days, it was the 90s, boy. So they had to clear his head out before I can even go get a job and take a P test. Back then, if I had anything to do with the piss test, I had to clear out about 60 days ahead. Go drink vodka and all kind of shit. Get that shit out of my system. But Now that I think about it, that was pretty interesting stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I never could put my finger on what was going on. I was a little slow, a whole lot slow at that time. Hell, ain't much change. I'm still moving slow. Brain still slow. But I finally got that G, my D, and it's 2019. And this was back in 95, 96, 97, so it was like 20 something years ago, 22, 23 years ago. So, and nowadays, you look back at something happened way back then, I'm like, what if I just would have took that opportunity, one other opportunity, how much different would things would have been? I don't know. Because I didn't take that chance. Here it is now. When I was about 27 then, now I want to say Ulysses Grant. I'm sitting on Grant's number. Dead President Grant's number. And I'm still looking at the world go by on this little 22-inch screen. See, I'm focusing on everybody else's life instead of trying to create a movement for myself. But even though a black man may kind of functionally illiterate, will I be able to be a CEO? That's a tall order, it seems like. Question is, am I afraid to try? Well, I've been trying to be my own boss, but it ain't working out till you have time. Because to be honest, I don't know why, but the pressure of completing a project, there we go. The pressure of completing a project after I negotiated everything and have to come through and complete it. I don't know, would it be fulfilling or would it be terrifying? It's okay for me to play with the stuff and try to do it as a hobby and then pretend like I really want to do it for real, but then dodge it every time it comes my way. I guess that depends on how long I keep looking at a camera like this and confessing to myself. What do I really want? Question is, do I want to publish this part right here? Damn. Damn, that was messed up. I shouldn't have been looking at that. That was messed up. But I still don't quite get what the young lady, the young woman did some cool things for me. I don't really know exactly what she did. I don't know how to say, I want to say thank you, but I don't know how to say thank you until I understand what had happened back then. And since she had this little saying that you have to pretty much live through it to understand it, but sometimes you have to understand what you're living through. I I think that's right. I'll let you be the judge of it. This will be the Dirty Red River Wave. Quote, confessions, as Usher would say. But I know I'm fidgety because I really don't know how to articulate this in a patient manner, or a patient manner, or hopefully I'm talking loud enough where it's being heard. But I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this song. I might have to do it over and over before I get it right. But Dirty Red River, we out. By the way, ain't nothing like publishing. But I still got a lot to learn. And I'm Grant number young.